Let us see what we can come up with here.
All right, I found us.
You found us?
Hello, Instagram.
I'm still trying to find us right now.
Go to our page.
I'm on our page, ain't I?
Tap that. Now you are.
Oh. See, you be knowing. I don't be knowing. You be knowing.
I told you I'm usually on Facebook.
Okay, you got it. Next time we'll be you'll be on Facebook from now on. God is shook. Hey, Yogi, what's up, baby? Honey Red, hey, what's going on, family? House of Atlas checking in. What's going on with you guys?
Hey, Yogi.
House of Wonderland checking in. Dana, hey, boo.
That is so funny because I just mentioned Yogi and then she popped up.
How about that? How about that? Always a good thing. Copa, oh, another member of the House of Atlas checking in. Well, I love to see it. I promise you, I do. Oh man, it always makes me feel good to see my Poly family checking in with us. But we are back, as you can see. Energy's high, feeling real good, and I don't even get a whole reason why I do, but I just do. I am just like,
It's the universe. It might be the chakras.
It could be. It could be. Oh man, I'm moving too slow. Yeah, I'm supposed to play the lottery.
I've been doing great and blossoming and flourishing in my dark femme fatale. Yes, ma'am.
Who's that, Yogi?
I see you.
Oh, okay. You know what? I did see a couple things, and I was like, oh.
Hey now.
Oh.
Hello there.
Hi.
Get in touch with me after the live, Yogi.
Oh, right. Yogi, please make sure you call Ty after the live because she wanted to make sure that I reminded her to ask you to call her. So I'm doing that right now. Samantha Burgess, what's going on, family? TT Cobb, great to see your name pop up on the live always. Shakina, hey, lady. Good to see you too. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love the people. And Shakina says she loves the fro.
Oh, thank you. We forgot to do YouTube too this week. We were supposed to, but we will be incorporating YouTube in there. We've had a request so that it can be shared to televisions and things like that. So yes. Okay. Her pussycat said, "Hey." Oh, she says she might be asleep.
All right, if not, play catch up in the late AM, early PM, something like that.
Right. It's not an emergency.
Yeah, but we definitely want to talk to you because it does concern. We turn to you for all things astrological. So you are our personal guide. So we need you.
She said okay.
So tonight, we don't have what we really want to identify as a topic. I do have some very real talking points that I want to get into. Because these are things that have been prevalent and have been happening over the course of the past few weeks with us. A lot of stuff on my side of the fence. I am actively dating a lot more right now. I recognize that there is a space in my life that I'm looking to fill. As it stands, I do not have Tyra withstanding in all conversations. I do not have another local partner. So I am actively looking to fill that space in my life. Joy Black, what's going on with you, baby? Good to see you again. Dawn Maxwell, you just slid in here. Hi, lady. Good to see you, too. in this space, I've had a lot of time to be very reflective, and in that reflection, I'm recognizing differences that not only can I make, but I am actively making. In some cases, I'm not really recognizing it until after the fact. So hindsight being 2020. But I am starting to recognize it a lot more often and sooner. That it is something that I am actively using in practice, as opposed to retro correcting after the fact. I'm actually in the middle of, yeah, okay, I'm moving along, I'm doing things the way I'm used to doing things, and I recognize, wait a minute, you're supposed to be doing things in a different way. So I start moving in a different way.
In a positive way.
I'd love to believe so. Working on myself, me being my primary focus. And I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form, and not that I really feel like I need to put this prerequisite on it, but I'm going to for the sake of this conversation. Me working on me has nothing to do with anybody else but me. I love Tyra. There has never been a question about that anywhere ever in the universe, and if it was, you weren't paying attention. So, so that little bit I'm not worried about. But I do recognize that I am showcasing Eddie a lot more, and I am putting a whole hell of a lot more attention into Eddie. And I'm going to say it just like this because it's the entire truth. I am doing that because Eddie is the person who needs the most attention right now from Eddie. I have not spent the lion's share of my life loving me as properly as I probably should have. Fuck that. I did not do it. Not probably, I just did it. So now I am moving more into the thought process of I can love her so much better if I love myself more completely. Because then I have my own foundation for what love feels like, for what love means to me. So when the love that she pours into me comes into that, it doesn't pour into this chasm because I now have a foundation for what love is supposed to feel like for me. So for the translation of what she recognizes love to be, and to how it translates to me, is getting cleaner. It's getting cleaner, and I am really loving the I don't want to say feedback, but what comes after. Because it is putting me in a space where my appreciation has grown. I've always loved her, and I've put Tyra on a pedestal for years because she's always been one of the best people I've known, and because she is such an incredible person, I just did not feel like I was worthy. How could somebody like me, just all the way live every day, according to Hoyle fuck up, deserve somebody this patient, this supportive, this understanding, this flexible? What? And every day I felt like I was fighting uphill. And now I'm not fighting uphill anymore. Right. Because now I have moved into a space where, and I'm going to say this, I feel everyone should. One more time. I feel everyone should put themselves in this position. That you are the person you should love the most. Because you are with you 100% of the time. So why should you not love yourself 100% of the time? Whew, man. Wait a minute. Hold on a second, folks. Because I actually made a point to make a note to myself. Because I wanted to point this out because me and Tyra, we were talking earlier, as we are prone to do. And I said to her, I spent a lot of time beating myself up for not understanding, for not knowing, for not being able to, whatever it was. And what I ultimately learned, and it is such a strong driving force for me right now, is nobody taught me that it was okay to not be okay. And so because I was under the constant impression that I always had to be okay all the time, when those times came that I just couldn't feel okay, it made me feel even worse. The guilt, I shamed myself for not being as strong as I was told I was supposed to be. I've apologized to Tyra so many times in private for not being self-aware. The things that I've undergone in the past year have changed me so much that I don't even really feel like I'm the same person. I understand that at my core, yes, it's still Eddie. Right. But it's a different guy. This is not the same person that even I know. This is somebody altogether different now because I've grown. I've matured. My therapist said to me that I now have emotional intelligence. That was such a massive compliment for me. Just for my therapist, the guy who I go to who is my chosen moral compass. For this person to say to me, you know what? I'm impressed with how you're processing your feelings. I can appreciate the way that you're making sure that you double back to make sure that you're understood as opposed to letting someone misunderstand you to the point where it changes what you meant for them.
I think you just said something there.
I might have said something there. But that's what he said to me. Because it is of the examples that I give him about what goes on for me, my thought processes. He knows so much about all of my relationships. You know, and the good, the bad, the ugly, the things that, hell, in some cases, my other partners don't even know that these are things that bother me because I want to run it past my therapist first to make sure that it's not my ego telling me that this is a problem.
Right, because everything don't need a reaction. Right?
At all. At all.
It's always good to have somebody that you can speak to. And, you know, I'm glad for you it is found in your therapy. As well as with me. But,
no doubt.
But definitely, it's good because even things that you tense up about me with, it's good that you have your therapist to speak with.
Facts.
I think that's good for anybody. I am very pro-therapy.
Listen, man, I didn't think that I would be as pro-therapy as I am. Because, of course, me growing up where and how I grew up, that wasn't part of the conversation. Well, wait, what do you mean you want to go talk to... Why are you going to talk to put the people all in your business?
Right.
But I needed somebody in my business because my business was out of order. When you grow up and I don't know who else did, but I did. I'm raising my glass because it's the truth, because it's mine. I grew up in a very toxic situation. And because I did, I have a foundation of toxic understanding. At 51 years old, I finally made the decision that I was going to be different. Tyra deserved better. LaTonya was here, and at that point, I felt like she deserved better. So I started on this road, not even understanding where I was going, but just understanding I had to go somewhere. And I couldn't stay where I was because it wasn't working. It didn't work because it wasn't right. It wasn't even who I wanted to be. It was who I thought I was supposed to be.
Isn't that how most people operate?
Yes.
Who they're supposed to be. Not necessarily who they choose to be.
Because I didn't get to make that choice. My script was written for me.
Dana said team therapy.
All right, boo.
Yes.
Delisa Crosby, hi, baby. Enrique Mitchell. I'm just going down the line real quick. Christopher Whitfield. Willie Pittman, what's going on, big fella?
I wanted to do a quick shout out.
Do you think?
Y'all go on our profile and look at the flyer for Kiki Lee. Please go vote. She is in the finals.
Oh, okay.
You can vote free. Just hit the icon that says log in with Facebook. It lets you get one vote every day, and it's at the end of the voting. But like I said, she is almost there. Let's get her there.
All right, let's vote for her. Miss Kiki Lee.
Miss Kiki Lee.
You will find her on our page if you are not friends with her personally. And please, just go on. It won't take nothing but a couple minutes out your life to support somebody and to help a dream come true.
Right. And it's definitely on my page as well.
To kind of jump back into the lane that I'm on right now. You hear us speak about being more intentional with the way that we love, with the way that we interact, the way that we involve ourselves and invest ourselves with the people that in our lives. I feel that so many of us, and if it offends you, and you hit dogs do holler. I feel like so many of us get kind of lazy in our relationships. Because we have the relationship, in most cases we feel like that's enough. You know, I have it, my partner's not unhappy, or at least I don't recognize my partner being unhappy, so things are good. But what about the extra effort that you actually could invest? I spent years playing full seasons of Madden. I invested my time according to the way I wanted to invest my time. And I invested my time seriously. I was not bullshitting about Madden.
I was a Madden player.
And the women in my life became Madden widows. Matter of fact. Because I would spend the lion's share of my free time playing Madden. Entertaining myself.
Made me learn how to play.
Right.
Remember that one game I won?
Beat my ass. I
one
was
game.
So mad.
You whooped me every other time.
Still not happy about it. But
one game, I was like, yes, I figured out buttons. And I'm a gamer. I don't.
Oh yeah. Please don't act like she's the girlfriend that don't pick up the stick.
Oh no.
Because in a lot of cases, I have to ask her how to do some shit. But I use that as an example of the way that we have allowed ourselves the luxury, maybe it's the detriment, to prioritize other things in front of the relationship that we say is so important. Girls, y'all feel like, oh, I need girls' night out. But do you pay attention to, in that energy, you are putting your friends in front of your relationship? That may not be what you mean. But I promise you, every man has felt like, damn, you can definitely make all these plans to go places with your girls, but what about us? And guys, same thing. Now, we don't do gas trips as much, but we go hang out with the fellas a whole lot more. Me and the fellas, we just gonna go to the cigar bar and kick it. Me and the fellas, we gonna go play pool. Me and the fellas, we gonna go throw darts. Me and the fellas. And let's, again, we're talking mature and responsible relationships. So it really is just him and the fellas just gonna go hang out. It really is just you and the girls gonna go hang out. Ain't no extra bullshit involved.
Right.
It really is just putting that energy, that time. But how is it that we all find ourselves in a situation that we do not make the same allowance for our relationships? And again, if you get offended, then Hit Dog is hollering, because I don't know too many people who really do put that type of concerted effort into who they're with. When I'm dating someone else, I do the whole gentleman thing. I make sure I come pick you up. I make sure I open and close your door. I try to make sure if you smoke, I'm lighting your cigar, your cigarette, whatever you may have. And it doesn't stop once the relationship gets going, because Tara will tell you, she will go out with somebody else and be sitting in the car waiting for them to open the door like, oh shit, I'm not with him.
Right, because I'm really waiting on him to come open the door.
Because that is the way that I choose to be with my partners. So that's why it works like that for me. I was really going somewhere. I forgot where I was going.
You were saying about how we prioritize things over with the partners, which is why you make extra efforts to be a gentleman.
I got it. So, because that is true, I do recognize that in a lot of cases, most people put that energy in the front of the relationship. And they say, okay, this is where I have to make my best impression. This is where I have to show that I am relationship caliber. This is where I put forth the effort to show that I am worth them. If monogamy is your thing, I am worth them considering me above everyone else. If polyamory is your thing, I am worthy to be in consideration to become part of this larger family. But then when you get on the other side, where's the effort there?
People stop courting when they get on the other side.
Man, you better tell the whole truth. We talked about it last week. Last time we was here, about how people work real hard to get to the comfort of I love you, but there's no fucking energy on the other side of that. Okay, you admit that you love each other and you're comfortable understanding that you love each other. What now? How do you grow that love? Okay.
Oh, where was you going?
Man, listen.
You was going somewhere.
I do. I want to say something about it.
Okay, go ahead.
Earlier this week, I posted something to the effect of, when you're getting in these relationships, you're supposed to build the connection with your people. You know, you don't sabotage it by lying and injecting elements of mistrust and things like that. Well, how has that become so much a part of our relationship style? I'm asking everybody right now. How has that really become such a part of our relationship style that we automatically don't trust our partner? Then we tentatively trust them to say, okay, you may be the exception, but I'm not entirely sure, so I'm only going to trust you that far. And then as soon as your partner does something that looks like something that you could find mistrust in, not that it actually is, but it looks like it, you fall right back into your default thought process. I knew I couldn't trust him. where does trust have an opportunity to actually live?
Should have been there from jump.
Clearly it wasn't.
Right.
But my question still remains. Where does trust get the opportunity to live? For most men, respect translates to love. The stronger that I can recognize your respect for me is, the more that I believe you love me. If we can have an argument, and at the end of the argument, I am left with understanding as opposed to hurt feelings, I understand that there's respect there. Because the time was taken to explain to me so I can understand, and the time was taken to listen to me so you can understand. This is how understanding is born. But if you're going to bully your thought process across me, you're going to make me accept that this is the way you see it, and you don't want to allow yourself to open up to say, you know what, let me take in another perspective. Mm-hmm. As a man, I don't feel like you respected me. And if I don't feel like you respected me, then now I'm questioning how much do you really love me? Because now that comes into question. Oh, wait a minute.
Which takes a toll on your trust as well.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What am I trying to say here? Oh, I'm choking a little bit.
Yeah, you okay there?
Okay.
You were talking about how respect fuels the man's. And how, when something happens because people are so untrusting.
Pre-programmed to distrust.
Right. That they will automatically jump fully into that I knew it. That's when you were talking about men. Respect.
Okay. Question. And I'm asking for a very specific reason. What is, according to anybody, and please just put it in the chat, what is the biggest, how do I want to say this? What do you think is the biggest problem in relationships? Give me one word if at all possible. Trust, respect, faith, whatever. So whatever, however you want to label that. You're not going to get it, so please stop. Mm-hmm. I have. Oh, communication. Boy, here it comes.
Yeah, I see.
Communication seems to be it.
I agree. Listening. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take a minute to see if we get anything else real quick. And I'm asking this because I think it all ties together, because I've been spending a lot of time. I've been spending a lot of time dissecting pieces of relationships that I'm in to understand where problems can come in, where I know that we're both setting out to have this conversation that we can fix an issue. So how is it that we end up arguing as opposed to fixing it? Mm-hmm. Now, all of these answers that I'm seeing, comprehension, understanding, listening, communication, compassion. I think I saw compersion somewhere too.
I think that was a mistype. Okay. Because it was compression, and I think that was supposed to be comprehension. Okay. Comprehensive, communication. That's what I see over here.
Right.
Oh, that's South Bronx Wonderful. Hey, lady, how you doing? I think every answer is absolutely right.
Yeah.
And if in my guesstimation, it all falls under the umbrella of accountability. You guys have got to be paying attention that is my motherfucking soapbox these days. Accountability. What are you ready to take responsibility for out of your life? Mm-hmm. I am ready to take 100% responsibility for my life. What you do, what you say, how you act is not my responsibility. My responsibility is how I respond to it and what I do from that point. Because there's nothing that you can do that can make me do anything. Nothing. And I can give myself the bullshitting ass cop-out excuse to say, oh, you said this or you did that and that's why I did that. Yeah, that's garbage. I made a choice and I gave myself freedom to make a bad choice because I don't appreciate or respect the choice that you made before. Ooh, man, I know I just said something then. Go ahead.
Yeah, you did.
Pay attention. God damn, I know I said something right then because that felt like something.
Hey, V.
Hey, hi, V.
Dana said that was her next one, accountability, that she was going to put in there.
Yes, Dana. Yes, boo.
She on it.
Like I said, in the grand scheme of things, if you're not prepared to take 100% accountability for the way you move through this world, right. I think you're cheating yourself, and you're cheating the people around you. Wow. You know, I'm an asshole, and everybody knows it, because I let you know up front. There was a time in my life where I completely, absolutely, and with no equivocations believed in that it was okay to put my hands on a woman. I believe that with everything in me, and I will not apologize at this point in my life because that was my past. But I had to learn something else. I had to learn accountability for the way that I behaved. And that accountability did not come cheap for me. And this is part of the reason why I take it so seriously anymore. Because I recognize it is the accountability that has robbed so many relationships of the security, of the integrity that it should have. Mm-hmm. We are allowing ourselves to take shortcuts to what is supposed to be a long, beautiful fucking journey.
You're right. You know, it takes because that by itself, that type of thing breaks the trust.
It does.
Up front.
It does. I had a partner tell me one time she didn't owe me loyalty. We've been together for a little bit. And she looked me in my face and told me she didn't owe me loyalty. But she owed loyalty to a situation that no longer existed, at least according to her. All I could think was, there's no way in the hell you thinking about what you just said, because that was the dumbest shit anybody's ever opened their mouth and said to me. I don't owe you, the person who I'm actively involved with, loyalty, but I'm being loyal to a person that I shared a moment with back then. The fuck?
Shit.
Oh.
Told you. You move, I move.
Just like that. But what we on?
Winner. Is who was Dana and who was the other one? Mm-hmm. Remember we said there were 3 winners?
Oh, so who is it? Okay.
That was one.
Okay.
And then the other 2 we had on Facebook.
You know what?
It's on our timeline.
All right. Well, as soon as you figure out, you make the announcement. Because I don't know. Hey, love. How are you?
Hi, boo. That's who y'all gotta go vote for right there. She on Facebook right now.
South Bronx Wonderful. Why does it look like you are over here going in? What's happening over here?
It just stopped. Mine's not going. Yeah. There's a lot more that it hasn't been said.
All right, I'm going back on Instagram right quick because South Bronx Wonderful. That's my girl, man. She be coming with some real shit. She says it's okay not to be okay as long as you don't sit in it for too long. You must transfer that energy into something positive to change the universal air around you. Like I said, South Bronx Wonderful really is wonderful. She always come with it. Make time for all things that are important. Yup. Yeah, she better know to get him back on track. You know she do, right? And I know what you talk about there too. As my partner states all the time, if you can't do it when it's hard, how you gonna do it when it's easy? Man, for real though. For real though. All right. Yes. Okay. I done caught up. I got everybody. Huh, okay. So, like we said, it'll be the same people then.
Yeah. And South Bronx.
And South. Okay, South Bronx. All right. So,
South Bronx was our Instagram.
As you can hear, we have They were the first two.
Mm-hmm. And then South Bronx.
We're looking at who's going to get these T-shirts. We gave you guys a directive a couple weeks back. Let me get that ashtray, please. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this thing went out. To like, share our logo, and you would win a custom original Love official Tribe-Mate T-shirt. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to announce who are getting these T-shirts. So as it would stand, it looks like Miss Red, aka Hey Boo, looks like she is going to get another T-shirt, and looks like L. Nicole McClung. Hey, girlie, it's my favorite little. She is going to get a T-shirt. And a member of one of my favorite, We did say four? Did we say four?
Well, there are
only four. Okay. And a member of one of my personal favorite poly families, Polynificent, South Bronx Wonderful. Looks like you are one of the people who are actually going to get a T-shirt, honey. And then, of course, the fourth T-shirt, because I did say we were going to do four, and in this case, it's going to be more than four because I can't send one without the other. Is going to be for our favorite mistress, Leah Fettigal. You get the final T-shirt. So congratulations to all the winners. What we're going to need you guys to do is inbox us your size, inbox us your 2 favorite color combinations, and whatever color T-shirts you want them on. I will be making these T-shirts for you guys sometime this week, and I will be sending them out to you once we make contact. Okay? Okay. Congratulations to all the winners, and I'm so happy that we did get some people that did participate. Of course, we're probably going to end up doing this again because this is actually kind of fun.
Right.
And we see a lot of people.
We're planning on making other items as well.
Yes.
So, as we come up with new and creative ideas.
Oh, right.
There will be new and creative giveaways.
Yes. Please make sure you include which T-shirts you want.
Right.
We have the official Tribe-Mate T-shirts. We wish you all the love we want for ourselves. These are the original Regal Love T-shirts.
We have the Maras.
We have the Mara T-shirts, the mature and responsible adult T-shirts. We have the Poly is not about sex. We do be fucking though T-shirts. And
I'm not going to say shit to that one.
I don't practice polyamory. I am polyamorous. We have those. So we have five versions of the t-shirt. So you take your time, figure out which one you want, and we will go from there. Trisha, yes, actually we are going to start merchandising these t-shirts. So if you try to get one for you and your tribe, holla at me, baby. We'll take care of it. Let's see here. Yes, we like I said, we got that out the way now. And congratulations to everybody who did want to get involved in that. And for everybody who didn't, like I said, we will be sure to run it back because it's stuff like that that keeps me connected and makes me feel good about staying with my people. And for me, you hear me say it all the time how much I love you guys. I truly mean that with everything in me. Because for as much as I have made mistakes, to understand that you guys have given me an opportunity to show myself to be a better person, it means everything to me. So thank each and every one of you for that.
Trisha wants a whole outfit. I got a whole outfit. I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What South Bronx say? I want that last one because that is not what I'm trying to be. I am. Oh, okay. I love it. I do. So let's get your color combinations. We're going to get it right out to you, honey.
And whatever name they want on the back.
Right. And yeah, whichever name you want on the back, they're more than likely Polynificent. Because that's the family right there, man. Right. I love every fucking soul over there, man. Oh, man. Y'all are some great people, man. I love y'all for real.
Wonderful, wonderful tribe.
But to kind of slide back into where we were before, I want to repunctuate about being purposeful with the way that you are loving your partners. Yes, let me not ignore this. We have got to learn, and we have got to. I mean, when I say we have got to put into very real practice of forgiving as easily as we want to be forgiven. Now, if I feel like you wronged me, what happened here?
Don't go on there. I just opened it on here.
Okay.
It stopped working proper. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
See, and now it's all gone.
Okay. All right. That just concerned me.
Right.
Now, let me get back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Anybody can help us out. What was I saying, real quick? Because it was a good thought, and I don't want to lose the vibe of it.
Back to the topic of
being intentional. Oh, that's it. Forgiving as quickly as we want to be forgiven.
Yes, you did say you wanted to talk about that.
When I'm wronged, I'm one of the first people who feel like, you know what? If you did me wrong, you have to hurry up and apologize to me. But if I did something wrong, my pride and my ego make me drag my feet about apologizing. And then I apologize with an attitude. Like, no, I ain't really mean it, but shit, I.
Thanks, V. Thanks, Sakina.
Thank you. They were on it.
Trisha.
I see it.
Yes,
Thank you, folks.
I see you guys.
And I recognize that I cannot put that as a male or a female thing. I think that's a people thing.
You're right. It's a human nature thing.
Because I've been punished after an apology. Now, how messed up is that? That you're still being punished after an apology.
after an apology that was
accepted.
Supposedly forgiven.
It was accepted. Right. The apology was accepted, and I had been punished after the fact. So, please, folks, I'm asking: are you aware that you may be plugging into the role of the punishing victim?
Ooh. I think you said something.
Now, I have been the punishing victim. Oh, yeah. I got him.
Yes.
We've been hunting this gnat all day.
All day. I know those of you that been here from the beginning been seeing my hand just flying out there.
Got him.
Yes.
Again, in different relationships, I have been the punishing victim. I felt like you wronged me, so I feel like you deserve everything I put out on you right now. Because you made me feel like this, now I get to make you feel like that.
Right. I was going to say, you wronged me, now I got to wrong you.
Yeah.
Now I have the right to wrong you.
And here's the worst part about that thought process. You are the only person who gets to say when is enough. But you get so comfortable having that position, why would you ever want it to stop?
And then you're living in toxic energy. Negativity. Not over here, thank you.
So, again, we have to be more intentional with the way we love, with the way we interact and the way we communicate with our people. If I love you, I should not be yelling at you. Not in anger. Now, if I'm frustrated, give me the space to be frustrated.
And know how to tell the difference.
Ask.
That's important too.
Ask if you're not sure. There is nothing in the world wrong with asking for clarity. Get your fucking pride out the way and ask for clarity.
Shit.
How many arguments have you had because you misunderstood something?
Wow. I've only been here 41 years, so.
Because you believed somebody meant this.
Right. You believed. Key words. You believed. Trisha said, Polly Pastor Eddie King finished flowing. I love it. I'm going to put that in the hashtags. Hashtag Polly Pastor. This is going to be right under Black Men in Therapy.
Right. Let's get that up there. Let's get that up there. I like it too.
Polly Pastor.
But yeah, man. Again, me dissecting every argument, every disagreement, not so much to prove me right, but to understand where I could have been wrong. Because I have a hand in every argument. Because I have to present an opposing notion for you to argue against. So I have to make sure that I'm recognizing what my role is and what I can do differently so I don't end up in the same space again. So we don't end up in the same space again. Whew, man. I want to give every tool that I have learned over the past 10 months. Because I've been on such an active and, oh my God, an intense quest to be better.
And it's wonderful, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Y'all have known this man so long. I've been waiting for this I have. I've been waiting for this because he was my friend long before he was my husband. Yeah. Long before. So I've been waiting for this for him since we were merely friends.
How about that? Manifest destiny.
Yes.
She has been that, or I have been that for her, or she has been that for me. I'm not sure, because she chose me almost 30 years ago. Yeah. No bullshit. She chose me almost 30 years ago when she didn't even understand what she was choosing. She chose me. And that makes me feel crazy. Just like, wow, really? Seriously? How?
Because I could always see deeper.
Clearly.
That's just how I'm made up.
Clearly. And I said to her earlier today, I'm so thankful for her that she has the maturity that she has, that she is the version of supportive that she is, because I couldn't comfortably be me if she wasn't so comfortably her. That is the secret to our success. She has always been comfortable in her skin. She knows exactly who she is. She knows the caliber woman that she is, and there is not a motherfucker with a pussy walking this planet that can threaten her position. Shit. Right. Did I say fucking? Oh, okay. So, because that is so completely understood, and because I respect her. Remember, I said men equate respect with love. I respect her. Ergo, she has all of my love. There's not one person that I respect that I don't love. But I love a whole bunch of people I don't respect. So don't get it fucked up. From a male point of view, respect supersedes love. And I respect her. I said to her earlier, I don't know if I could be as magnanimous as she is. She gives me space to explore being me. Because now that I'm this new person, I have a new energy that I'm working with.
Yeah, you gotta learn who you are all over again.
I have a new confidence that I've never had before. I have a body that I have never been able to enjoy until now.
Ooh, yes you do. Yeah. Hi.
And then I get reactions like that from her with her fine ass. I mean, come on, man. Come on. So as I said, just for her to be as amazing as she is, and she walks with me every step through this process, man, it makes me feel so fortunate. And I understand everybody doesn't have that, but I hope everybody gets that. That type of self-worth. Because I can't give her nothing. The same way I can't take nothing away from her.
Right.
Because she generates that shit herself. She is her own foundation of love. She is her own foundation of happiness. I just pour extra into her pot. That's it. She is her own. I am learning that I am my own, and I am living in that truth right now. And I'm talking about, man, boy, you better quit fucking with me. This shit is good.
Shit, and you said shit. You took my shit away. I took your shit away. And I let it slide before.
Okay, all right.
I love it. I do. Yeah. We enjoy each other. We do.
Because I think we spend more time focused on the friendship between us. Because that's the thing that isn't hard to pay attention to. When you make somebody your partner, or you look at somebody as your partner, you unwittingly put a pressure on them that in some cases it's just they don't want. They want to enjoy the relationship. They do not want the relationship to become a job. Are you making your relationship a job? Do they have to punch in at a certain time? Do they have to clock out for lunch? You know what I'm saying? Do they have to jump through hoops to be in this relationship? Or are you allowing them to enjoy being in the relationship? And are you enjoying being in the relationship? Yes. Do you feel stuck? Do you feel like you're not getting what you need out of it? Then please help me understand, why are you still in it? You don't owe anyone your happiness.
It's yours.
Not a single human being is owed your happiness. It belongs to you.
Yeah.
And if you are not willing to stand up and fight for your own happiness, then please help me understand, why in the world would you expect someone else to?
And if they're unhappy about your happiness, then that's their problem.
That's the
yours.
wrong person. That's the wrong person.
Moving on. I'm quick to move on from any negative energy. I don't surround myself with none of that. I've
learned so much from her in the past 10 years. Yes, you. If you go back and watch any of the early PolyTalks, and I'm talking about when we were still filming from our bed.
We didn't even have t-shirts yet.
You hear me speak about how I borrowed peace from her. I learned peace through her. More or less through osmosis, because it was not my peace. So, because she has been who she has been to me all these years, I do trust her. I do respect her. I do have a connection with her that I can't pay for anywhere else. I look for it everywhere else. And this is part of my problem. Because I do understand what it means to be with someone who is emotionally available. Someone who wants to love like that. I'm running more and more into people who don't. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing.
But it might not be that they don't. It just might not be that they're capable at this moment in time. Because, like you said, in the past year, look at all the changes you have made. Nobody can change until they're ready to make those changes, until they feel like they need to personally make those changes. I was just fortunate enough to personally need to make those changes young enough to where it made a difference and it turned me into a positive force of nature, as opposed to the negative force I could have been. Because trust me, a lot of my prior circumstances could have made me some whole kind of animal out on these streets.
Right. Right.
Those who know, you know.
Right.
But I've moved past that person. So that person doesn't matter. She's irrelevant. But yeah, maybe some people just haven't reached that point where they had to turn that curve. Turn that corner, I mean.
That right there is why I love her the way I do. That right there. For her to have the wherewithal that she can look at a real issue. And I'm talking about an issue that directly impacted her life. And she can say to herself, you know what? This isn't going to help me be who I choose to be. I admire that. I'm so proud of myself that I can finally recognize that. Debo Chambers, what's happening, baby? Good to see you, brother. My man. Hey, you know that's my guy. I see his name pop up. I had to say what's up.
You yelled and I grabbed this ear like it was loud in this ear. Like, what happened? Oh.
Like I said, I applaud my wife. I applaud my wife. I applaud my partners when we got to spend the weekend with our partner Cole for her birthday. Happy birthday again, my love. Thank you so. Did I say so much for sharing your energy with us? And we got to spend 4 of the past 5 birthdays together, and she lives in Las Vegas. So, yeah.
And we've seen her more this year than we have.
Yes. Than we have in the past 10.
Yeah.
No exaggeration. Even when she lived on this side.
A couple times. Yeah, she just, she's here for it.
And thank you, V, for spending time with us this weekend, honey. I love you so very much. Thank you. And you are always so...
She left me a piece of cake. I got chocolate cake.
Yeah, for those who know, V do not be bullshitting in the kitchen. Why?
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Man, if you know, you know.
Like I said, just to have that time with those ladies, those pieces of our family, making more memories and just enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
And making the impacts that we make on each other's lives, man. It is so worth it that we have to miss each other the way we do. I think it is. I think it is. I think it makes it worth it because we always make sure that we make the absolute most of the time that we are together.
I think it was people in this situation that made that absence makes the heart grow fonder. I think it was only in this situation because it's not long absences. Yeah. But it is absences. So when we're together, we're catching up. We're having a ball.
Very true.
We're enjoying each other.
Hey, the House of Harris. What's going on, Harrises? It is great to see your faces up. Well, at least your names. Well, you know I know y'all faces.
We miss y'all faces too.
Burning my head. But,
Hey, V. V sent kisses.
But, like I said, just to be able to continue to make these memories and make these connections and as one of our new favorite words right now, restructure these relationships so we can maximize the happiness of each relationship as opposed to putting so much energy and effort into staying separated because this person didn't line up the way that we thought they should. Because when you break it all the way down, that is always, and that is the only reason why relationships end. Because somebody finally drew a line and said, okay, you finally did something and I'm tired of you doing. Elsewise, relationships will never end. They would just, as we try to do, restructure. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not possible. And you have to just be able to accept when that's not possible. Yep. Salvage the great memories. Don't vilify that person in your mind. So just in case life turns a different direction for them, they readjust in a way that you may find more palatable later on. And then you can revisit the relationship in another time.
In a different energy.
With a different understanding. Because the version of me that I understand today, I am so sorry for anybody who I forced to live with the version of me I was a year ago. And beyond that.
I accept your apology.
I know you do. Thank you so much. Okay. But for any and everybody else. Because I do recognize how different I am now. Where before you say this, I take it as a personal attack and I am ready to attack back. I feel like I have a right to defend myself because I felt attacked. Not taking the time to understand that was just a trigger for me and those are my triggers. They don't belong to anyone else. They're mine.
Yes.
So I have to make sure that my triggers aren't so sensitive.
Black men in therapy. Yes.
All right. I think we have done...
We way past.
Oh, no, we ain't way past. Like 6 minutes right now. That's not wait. Usually we get 15, 20. But yes, we are going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and slide on out of here, folks. Right now, I am really just I'm in my head and I'm thinking about all the things I want to say because, again, we come here hoping to help. Hoping to help give a different perspective. Hoping to help possibly showcase that love looks like this too.
Yes, it does.
And that face changes. Yeah. You officially, originally recognized us as a triad. Now we're so much more than a triad. We have several triads in our tribe.
Yeah, there's few people in our circle that knew us prior to the triad.
Yes, I mean, hell, I got about at least 10 people who I've known a decade before the triad. At least 10 that I still have active relationships with. So. Again, recognizing that just because love starts out looking one way does not mean that it's going to end up looking like that. But love always looks like this too. Mm-hmm. No matter how many components you have, no matter how many components you don't have, love always looks like this too.
Aw, thank you, Dana. We love you too.
You know I love you, boo. Better cut it out, make me want to kiss all over you. Lay sigh.
Lay sigh. Lay purr. You're going to make me watch. I had me on cartoons, man. I'm going to be looking for Peppy now.
All right, folks. Again, y'all know I get caught up fucking with y'all because I just enjoy y'all company. I enjoy the energy that I get with y'all. But we're all going to go ahead. We're going to check out for now. We love you guys. Again, all the winners. I see most of y'all are still around. Inbox me your color combinations, which t-shirts you want, and
the name you want on the back.
Right, and the size. Like I said, I know I'm going to end up making, for Polynificent, everybody's probably going to get a t-shirt. So... South Bronx Wonderful, you, Lana, and John, and goddamn is Sincere. That's it. Yep, I see. I think that's everybody. Is that everybody? South Bronx, holla at me. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. We had y'all sit in the car for the past 30 minutes.
For staying with us.
Make sure you tell Jason that's why you ain't coming to the house, okay? You were just in the car watching us.
Tell him if you don't believe it, he can watch the live.
Right. You are documented that you have been here. Yes, but all right, family. Again, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get out of here, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. Get the fucking with y'all. I don't want to leave. But... we love you and we mean it. As always, we wish you all the love we will want for ourselves. Peace, family. We catch y'all later.
Good night.